Aren't you ashamed, sick and tired, disgusted with yourself, with postponing your life? Because most of you are in your 40s and 50s. I checked. YouTube told me. So if the mortality and running out of time isn't enough to wake you up and smack some discipline and consistency inside of you, I don't know what else can be your motivation. And heck, I love making money. I love when you guys reach out to me and book my sessions. But if I get another email from a 50-something-year-old woman who still can't figure it out, I am going to crash that out. Let me save you money if you still haven't figured it out. Don't even waste time booking me. How do you fix procrastination? Well, you're gonna die. We're all gonna die. And for you, you probably have lived more life than you have left. Your bones are getting rickety, medications are piling up, your grandkids are growing, or you have children now. You're not gonna get any time back. And you're not going to fix your life by continuing to watch me. You actually have to get out and do the work. Now, if mortality will not motivate you, how are you going to feel in your deathbed? With all the resources of living in America, wherever you're watching from me. And don't say, oh, I live in this so-so country. There are resources everywhere. How are you going to feel that you wasted your life? That you didn't do anything with it? That you started and stopped like a yo-yo? How? And don't tell me, oh, I'm too old for that. Donald Trump, he's what, 80-something? Yeah, he's the president. If an 80-something-year-old can do the presidential work, you as well can do that. And some of you might say, oh, I'm 40 now. Well, why should I go back to school? Why should I start a business? Why should I stop? Why should I think of switching careers? Well, 10 years from now, you're gonna be 50. So you might as well be 50 and not broke, 50 and not miserable, 50 and not still saying, I'm going to do it someday. I get so passionate about this because I too have wasted life and time like you have. Oh, you thought I was perfect? No, why do you think I started this channel? To help you learn from my mistakes, get out of the rut. I'm gonna post it somewhere here. I started YouTube 13 years ago at my college dorm at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, when Britpop Princess was a thing, Nikki and Jane, all of them. I was watching them. Dulce Candy. Had I stuck to YouTube now, at the very least, I'll be a millionaire, but I didn't. At the 5-year anniversary, same, I wish I started. If I stuck to it back in 2013, now in 2018, I'd be this. Same thing happened at 2023. Oh, if I had just stuck to that 10th YouTube channel I opened, I'd be successful now. But notice that it's all just wishful thinking and complaining over spilled milk. What you have done in the past is irrelevant. What could have been is irrelevant. It's not, because if it were, you would not be thinking what could have been. But you can change what you do today. You really can. And I'm not gonna sit here and give you advice on how to start a business. Use Claude. You know, a friend of mine messaged me today telling me how he uses his Google Assistant to literally instruct him to apply jobs for him all over LinkedIn. That is the power that you have on your fingertips. The fact that you didn't make it 20, 30 years ago, you have the tools that can accelerate that. I used to spend tens of dollars, hours of revision asking somebody to make my thumbnails. Now I use AI to do it. And these are just the very little things that you can do. I am not a business expert. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life. If you want to fix your life, ask questions, book a session with me, research, study people who've done it. But understand, if you don't make any changes, nothing is gonna change. And you would have lived the rest of your life for nothing. Pathetic, right? I wanted to make this video off the cuff because I myself am feeling frustrated. At the time I put over the last several months on this YouTube channel, and I'm not begging you guys to subscribe only if you're going to watch my videos, otherwise it's gonna hurt me. But I'm watching Tayo Aina, who's a fellow Nigerian, and how successful he is, and a day in his life and his multiple streams of income, and it's summertime. And I've just completed the 25th video in the last 90 days. I gave myself that challenge to put out 24 videos with the hopes of getting monetized and making $4,815 through ad revenue and working with you guys one-on-one. And I wasn't anywhere close to getting that. after spending countless hours scripting, writing. And I became resentful, disappointed, even envious. So I then picked up this camera to talk to you guys. Bear in mind I'm in my 30s, so I still have a lot of time. But time goes like that fast. And if you're still alive, regardless of how old you are, and still breathing, there are 80-year-olds who are on YouTube. You gotta start now. Quit postponing your life. Quit hoping, wishing, crying of what should have been, could have been, would have been. Just start now. One thing I noticed is that for 4 years out of the 8 years he'd been posting, he was barely getting substantial views, and then halfway through it, he skyrockets. And that's the power of persistent effort. So yes, I'm gonna keep posting, kicking and screaming. I'm not gonna quit again because this is my last chance if I don't do this now. So quit postponing and start doing. I'm Dr. Princess, Farm D. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.